Verses of you.
Hey Verseas! Welcome back. If it's your first time, grab a seat. You have just unlocked your go-to space for all things life,
Love,
and leveling up.
we are your hosts, Dia,
And Arya.
#DNA, here with another wonderful episode for you guys. But first of all, Merry Christmas!
And a Happy New Year in advance.
Yes. So, my favorite part about Christmas has always been Secret Santa. I don't celebrate Christmas, so I don't know much about it. But Secret Santa is something that me and my entire class throughout high schools and everything, we would celebrate this. I'm pretty sure everybody's aware of the concept of Secret Santa, where you pick a chit from a ball, and that ball has everybody's names, and then you're supposed to gift the person secretly without them knowing. Yeah, but again, playing in school, it was the whole thing was oh, do you have my name? Do you have my name? This,
Bribing people to ask them who do they have.
Yeah,
I
swear.
don't know why it was such a big deal back then, but again, even for me, Secret Santa is my only favorite Christmas memory, and I really miss playing that.
True. It was also funny how there was this always one person who wanted to make a full chart. I don't know what sort of weird crime in this person would be into. He would have red tape and everything, just trying to figure out as if it was some big mystery case. Who has whose name? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think it was such a big deal.
It was fun to watch because this kid would pull up pen, paper, write everybody's name. And I'm okay, this person is close. This person was asking him questions about what gift they want, but this is her best friend, so she might be asking for the best friend. It's whole thing. I'm what kind of weird mind map are you making here? If you put this much efforts into studying, you would be a straight A student, son.
Exactly. I want that much time to first of all think so much and then execute that plan. It's out of my thinking. It was very simple for me back then. We used to have two Secret Santas. So one with the entire class and one with my tiny friend group. We used to get 2 gifts.
Oh, that's so cute.
Gifts
that's
is
so
the
cute.
only thing I used to just be so happy about.
Yeah. But anyways, after Christmas is ending, I'm pretty sure when the episode comes out, it's 26. So Christmas is already ended, and we're focusing towards the new year. So obviously, we're all about making our lives the best lives that we could have, being our ideal self. And that's what we're going to do in 2025 as well. And to make 2025 our wonderfully best year and be our best self, here's the chapter breakdown. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about the reflection. The next thing is goal setting and vision boarding, one of my favorite. Then is 2025 prep, aka winter arc. We've been hearing that a lot. And finally, motivation and consistency to achieve all our goals in 2025.
So starting off with reflection, looking back at 2024, what a year, man. What a year.
Truly, truly. It was a full up and down and down and up, and it was a stock market graph, seriously.
I would say a proper roller coaster.
Yeah.
With obviously good and bad sides. We enjoyed a lot.
Truly.
Looking back at the year. Honestly, if I wouldn't meet you during that PRCA event, if I didn't say yes to that event,
yes.
I don't think we would ever talk to each other.
I know, or become this close. Yeah.
It was just hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
I know.
We would end there.
Exactly, because that's how we were in
Last year.
Yeah, when we first started uni, and then now we're this close. Amazing. I can't believe it. Truly.
Really, really happy about that.
Exactly, but even if I've gained you as my best friend, it's true that we've also lost people. And not just that, we've lost jobs, lost other things, other valuable items. So truly ups and downs, but again, despite all of that, we gained something so much more valuable, our podcast. That is truly one of the things that I cherish the most.
Something very, very happy and proud about. But again, losing and gaining is something that's going to go on with life. But learning, knowledge, wisdom is something you take along for the next year.
Yeah.
And you don't repeat what you did in the previous year.
Yeah.
I started thinking about this one theory you can say I created. Like, I feel so nice. Guys,
I know, right?
guys, I'm a professor, okay?
Congratulations.
No.
Dia's theories. Oh my god, wowsies.
But jokes apart, there's this one thing I feel like all of us should start doing is either we have a jar or a box or something.
Any container,
Some
basically.
sort of container in which we can, maybe daily, if possible, or weekly, we write down the things we are grateful about and put it in that container,
Yeah.
jar, box, whatever. And at the end of the year, you start reading those chits one by one, and then you realize that how incredible and how beautiful your year went. Because
Exactly.
usually it's a human nature to just remember about the negative things in life, and that's how I feel like trauma works, because you just remember the negative things, you don't remember the positive, and that's how things go ahead. Like with, when you look back at the year in December,
Yeah.
I think this is something that's really nice and powerful as well.
Yeah.
Because it's a good start to
Yeah.
the new year rather than you being demotivated. Like, okay, I wasted another year, I did nothing.
Yeah,
You
I-
read it,
Yeah.
you feel nice that, okay, I had a really yummy lunch today.
True.
It's just a good thing.
Yeah.
It makes you feel really happy.
And the things you put in the jar does not necessarily have to be like big achievements. It could be like as simple as you
Small.
said, a good lunch. Yeah, truly. But again, that also all lets you, understand what you've achieved throughout the year. Okay, it's like how it ties up to the goals that you've set, either the December of the previous year or January of the year, and that really helps you motivate for the next year as well. So, like for me, I would say the goals that I had written down. Again, my vision boarding was very much different than what I'm doing this year. So it doesn't necessarily that I achieved all the goals that I had written down in January, but I did achieve a lot, and I'm really glad about this. And then throughout and understanding, because of this whole reflection process that I'm doing, I'm figuring out what I did right that helped me achieve the goals that I did achieve, and then what could I do better, so I can achieve the ones that I didn't achieve, and like why I didn't achieve them in the first place.
I mean, again, for everyone, vision boarding is something that works really differently. For you, as you said, you started working on your goals since the year started.
Yeah.
Or you were like more focused, you knew what to do.
Yeah, I set the goals and everything. Like I had written them down in January itself.
For me, things didn't go like that, because back then, like last year or like this year starting, you can say, it was a good hectic phase of my life. And I honestly didn't think of goals at that time I want to really achieve.
Okay.
And I was just focusing on the tiny things which made me feel happy. I was
That's actually really nice.
I was more into my comfort zone. So I was into my internship, which was going well. I was happy. I was learning over there. I was more focused there. My assignments were my priority. So again, there were no certain goals I wrote down like in December, Jan. But these were things as and when I started like
When they
living.
came, you were doing them like that.
And one thing I'm really happy about is how I managed like having an internship and self-funding myself for my license
Mashallah,
as
yeah.
well. So again, that was nothing on my vision board or anything like that. But for me, this year, I just went with the flow. Whatever was coming my way, I was seeing it at that point of time. There was nothing like goal. I just, like after 2-3 months, I was writing things down that, okay, I'm done with my license. Okay, now I want to do this. I want to do that.
That makes
And
sense.
go ahead with that. But this year, I feel like I changed a little bit. I have certain things I want to achieve
Yeah.
in 2025.
Yeah.
So I also made a vision board of myself.
This brings us to our second part, which is goal setting and vision boarding, and how to do it so that you're actually able to achieve the goals and you don't make the mistakes that we made last year's. So from our mistakes, this is what we have learned, that vision boarding can be really powerful, because neither of us like made a vision board. Both of us just like had goals. I had mine set in January, you had yours set as in one
They were coming.
like, they were coming. So yeah, vision boarding is so good and so impactful. And quite frankly, you need to set your goals with like the year, not like 5 years in advance, 10 years in advance.
That's something I want to add on to. again, why this year I didn't have any specific sort of goals I want to achieve is because I used to think about the future. You know, you look everywhere, people always ask you what are your plans for 5 years from now. But hey, like no one told me, like first prepare for this year, then think about the next. It's like a ladder. I was trying to jump through the ladder, and pretty obviously I realized very soon that I can't jump through. I need to go step by step. So I think that's something I realized this year, but I was just being stupid until last year, thinking, okay, 5 years later I'm gonna have like this done, but steps is all we have to take.
Exactly, because so much is going to change within the next 5 years that we cannot even foresee right now. Like technology is going to change, people are going to change, climate are going to change, we ourselves are going to change. Like, had anybody even predicted like 2025 COVID and like what 2018-19? Nobody had that prepared.
Wait, 2020 COVID, no?
Yeah, 2020 COVID. Nobody had that, like, you know, planned out.
It's 5 years. It's been 5 years.
Crazy. Oh my god.
It's been 5 years.
Damn. Honestly, like, I feel like 2025 is just like not part of the timeline. Like, sorry, like I can't like process it as part of the timeline.
Just like a few minutes back, Arya was like, next year's 2022, and I'm like, hello.
Oh my god.
You're living like a little too back. Come back, 2025, New Year.
Yeah. Sorry. Back on track. How tuition board. Okay, you need to be very clear on how exactly tuition board, because from my experience I'm telling you, I was like crazy stupid enough that while I was setting my goals, so I didn't have a vision board, I had goals, right? I literally put all of my main goals. I was like, oh, I have to achieve everything in every field all at the same time, all at once.
Oh,
that was crazy. Like,
you want it now.
Yeah, exactly. Like 100% everywhere, all of it, which is not possible. It's not possible. You know, like you need. It's like the full circle. I want 6 different full circles, all to me all at once. No, you get one circle, and then that circle you split into equal halves or equal parts,
like a pizza.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, you know, you want to have pepperoni, you want to have margarita, you want to have mixed vegetables, you want to have mushrooms, you want to have like all different barbecue, you want to have all different flavors of pizzas. So you order like 10 different pizzas, and now you're not able to eat any of them because you're so overwhelmed. But instead, if you get like one pizza with like one slice of barbecue, one slice of margarita, one slice of ranch, you can eat them all. Like, you can have all the flavors you want, and like, you know, you're not obese then.
If anyone's hungry right now or having water in their mouths, all thanks to Arya, because she narrated us the entire menu of a pizza.
I did not.
If you're hungry, blame Arya, okay? No, she owes you a pizza. I want you all to all go write down pizza in the comment section below, so that we can pressurize Arya for giving all of us a pizza party. I need that pizza, okay?
I'll buy you pizza.
I need that. I'm craving for pizza right now.
I'll buy you pizza, don't worry.
And the fact that it's holiday season, it's gonna be warm and nice. I want it. But again, your situation also reminds me of this one matrix, which is pretty nice. I follow it quite frequently, you can say. It's called the Eisenhower matrix. So this is like a grid, so like 4 blocks. The first block is like do. So that's urgent and that's important. So you
basically
have to
a goal that you would categorize as urgent and important.
Yes, that's priority. You have to get done with it. For example, you have an exam coming up on the 30th and today's 26th. That's urgent and that's important. You have to do it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then the second block says decide. That's like, it's not urgent, but it's important. So like, maybe
you give time to do it.
Yeah, it's again, you have like 2 weeks of a time.
Yeah.
But it's important.
Yeah.
And the third block is like delegate. So that's urgent, but it's not important.
Yeah, so you can ask somebody's help to do that. Yeah.
It's not necessary that you do it yourself. You can take help and get done with the work.
Yeah.
And the fourth one, my favorite, delete. Delete. It's not urgent, it's not important. Like, it's something really stupid.
Yeah.
And you feel like, okay, it's
like it's more like a craving than like a,
Yeah, you can say so, but like again, if you feel like something that's not really important, I can't
Not
think of
gonna
an example,
benefit you.
but it's not gonna help you out in any way. It's simply consuming your time and not allowing you to do your other goals, which are important and urgent.
Maybe it could be like you know, buying like a particular outfit that's, you know, like, you know, certain outfits, or like say professional attire. That's obviously gonna, like, it's important. It comes in the important category. So, you know, you would do that. Or maybe if you want like a wedding outfit because you have to attend a wedding, that could come as like an urgent. But just buying a random dress that you saw online, that's neither important nor urgent. So maybe
Like you don't
that
have to
gets
wear
into the delete section. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. But you know, with this, that could actually help. And like this one trick that I developed, this could actually help a lot in like one of like I wouldn't say a theory, but like more so like a plan that I developed for my this year's vision board, which I want to share so that everybody can
Spill.
Yes, of course. It's basically where I divide my goals into categories. Okay. So I categorize my goals, but I only pick 5 main goals. Main goals are like my non-negotiable goals that I like have to achieve this year. Like I need this done, I want them, these are like my goals. Versus my sub goals, which I can use more so as like an intermediary between, so I can like calm myself down, relax myself, but at the same time be productive. Because for me, being productive and achieving goals is like a good dopamine hit, and without it being like a, you know, a toxic dopamine, but like a positive dopamine. Yeah. So I divide into like categories, and like these categories, honestly, for both main and sub, you can pick up to you based on whatever you want. It can be like anything, literally, from being it like, you know, fun and relaxation, the legacy you want to leave behind, personal development, health and fitness, education, career, relationships, friendships, financial goals, lifestyle, experiences, spirituality. Like the list goes on, honestly. And you can like pick whatever you want in any category. Like, you know, say for example, for me, my main goal would be like health, you know, and be eating well and eating properly and everything. But versus,
I think it should be.
Sure. But maybe for a person who has already achieved that or has already been eating healthy, that can just be the, you know, side category or subcategory. Versus maybe for them, like getting or starting a side hustle could be their main one. Yeah. So it's very subjective to people based on what they have achieved and what they want to achieve. But again, it's more so like, you know, where your 80% of the energy, of your time, of your efforts would go towards achieving the goals, versus what goals get your 20% of energy.
Those are your sub goals.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how you separate them. And don't worry, we'll post like the list on our Instagram. So even our viewers, our Verseas, can pick what they want and also be able to then, you know, categorize their goals better and actually achieve them at the end. Yeah.
Again, I really love this idea of categorizing goals and like picking up your top 5 or 5 or 6. And again, I think we should like write it down in extreme detail.
Of course, absolutely.
Of what the goal is. Like again, well, let's take an example of eating healthy. So I'm gonna have like breakfast at what time, lunch at what time, dinner at what time,
exactly,
and the gaps between them. What am I gonna eat, and how much
protein you're consuming, how much carbs you're consuming.
Yeah, like my diet plan is like a proper plan, and I'm aware about what I'm lacking
and what you need.
Yeah, what I need. So I do that.
And when you're writing, I want you to visualize all of these goals actually happening, like they're coming true. And how do you feel when you're actually achieving these goals? You know, what kind of feelings, the satisfaction, the joy, everything that you're feeling. I want you to literally experience it and write it down, like fully, every piece of it, you know. Even if like the best part of it is like when you're feeling it so deeply that, like, you know, tears of joy, if that happens, like, girl, you did it right. Like, seriously, it's not necessary that you have to like get tears of joy, but I'm trying to emphasize on how important it is to actually experience it, Because
feel it.
yes, exactly. Because then that is gonna be what you're gonna be trying to achieve, instead of just the goal or the thing that you've written down, but rather the emotion you want again, and that is what you're gonna be chasing, and that is actually gonna help you push through to achieve it. And also, the moment that you write it down, you have sent it out to the universe, and now the universe will make it happen for you. You have given it out to God. God is going to make it happen to you. So always write it in like positive note. Always write in like a positive aspect. Okay, even if it's like a negative thing, like, oh, I want to leave from this place or something like that, write it in a positive tone. Or like, I want new experiences.
You want to grow ahead.
Exactly. So write it like that, because you're giving signs to the universe, and obviously we just want good things for you.
And again, everyone around us is always going to talk negative to us, for us. So why do you want to like add on to that? Rather be the opposite of them. Think positive about yourself. Do not accept any sort of negative thoughts, comments, anything from anyone external, or from you as well. Like, try being as positive as you can.
That does not mean that you submerge your negative thoughts and emotions.
No.
Feel them, but then don't let them control you. That's what we're trying to say.
Okay, so once you visualize it, your vision board, through digital applications like Pinterest, you can gather pictures that align with your goals. So like healthy eating, you take a picture of
a good meal.
A good healthy meal, green meal, I would say. And just put that on your vision board. Or if you want to like win a certain award or something, customize it according to you.
Exactly. Like, this is the one thing that I love doing. So if it's like a certain award that I want to win, or a competition that I want to take part in, I would take like the last year's trophy or something, and I would like put my name on it. It's like, you know what, I can see it. If I can see it, I can have it.
Oh, that song, I remember that song. I see it,
I like it, I want it, I got it.
But again, like, this song honestly makes so much sense. And I love the customizing.
Ariana Queen.
I love the customizing part. And again, but this one another thing a lot of people always do is when they take pictures from Pinterest. Pinterest pictures are just Pinterest pictures.
Exactly.
You copy paste it from them doesn't mean that your life is gonna
look exactly like that.
It's gonna be, again, it's gonna be to the best of your life. It's gonna be something very similar, a similar goal being achieved, rather than the picture being compared.
Exactly. It's like you're achieving the goal through your lens, and then the one on your vision board, it's through the other person's lens. So that's the thing. So we're always gonna achieve it. It's just not gonna be ditto. It's not gonna be copy paste. That's the thing.
Again, we are all unique, and everyone is gonna have different experiences, goals.
But to achieve that, we actually have to first prepare for 2025, aka the winter arc that we've all been hearing about so much. So basically, it's what I've noticed is like around the holiday seasons, the fall season, everybody gets a little relaxed, lenient,
very cozy in my bed with my pillow and my blanket.
And I get that the weather already puts you in that cozy mood, because
it's amazing.
I swear, I love October to Feb weather. It is so good here.
Not really. This time it's still hot, and it's December going on.
I mean, for me, it's cold. Literally, I'm in an oversized sweatshirt. I'm
for
cold.
me, no. I'm in a tank top, so it's kind of hot for me.
But again, that's the thing. Okay, so it puts you in a chill, relaxed, comfort zone mode. But we have to optimize the most of this time. Because you're literally setting the foundations of your 2025 right now in these winter months, whatever habits or anything that you build or repeatedly do in this month are your groundwork for 2025. So that is why, when a lot of people actually start their New Year's resolution, they're not able to stick to it because the whole previous month they've all been like holiday mode, relaxed mode.
So it's difficult to come up to
exactly, because they're trying to pull like a 360-degree change, which is going to be drastic. Like you yourself will notice once you're transitioning from from November to December sort of thing. So you're slowly reducing the work to it. Okay, you're not going directly like, oh boom, bed rotting for 6 days straight. You don't do that. It really goes slowly. The same way, even the development has to go slowly.
Step by step.
That is why working during your winter arc is so important to make 2025 your it year. And that can be done through like mini baby steps. So one of the things that I started doing for, building my 2025 is that one of my goals is to have a really organized, minimalistic room. That's like the vibe that I want to achieve for my 2025. And right now, it is not like that. So if I 365-degree pull a turn in January 1st, it's not going to work out. So what I started doing is, keeping my room more organized since like September itself. And that was like a really hard thing to maintain. But now it becomes so effortless that if somebody asks me to shift houses and get into like that new space and like maintain that like full white room space, like a fully white thing, I could actually do that now. But like somebody would have told me to do that like in September or something, I would not have been able to do that because I was just not in the habit of it. Now I make my bed every single morning. I just noticed in January of the year or this month, like I used to see people
January of this month?
January of this year, sorry. Okay, I would see like people like spritzing their bed with like the sleeping spray, not sleeping spray, but the perfume and everything. Okay, and they'd be like, oh my god, people are so extra. Like I could never. That's what my perception was. Okay. But then I slowly I was like, I kind of want a white aesthetic room and everything. And when I actually started doing the habits of like making my bed every single morning, keeping everything arranged, keeping everything organized, I find myself spraying my bed. I perfume my bed. I perfume my bed and I perfume my blankets. A literal thing that I would like make fun of beginning of January. I do that because now that aesthetic is what I want to achieve in my next coming year.
And it also makes you happy.
Yes. And plus my bed smells amazing.
Not like you just, saw someone, hey, that girl's doing, I want to do it too. It's something that your goal.
Gradually for me. Also.
But okay, that's subjective again. You did not like want to copy her.
No, exactly. I was like, no.
You didn't like it, yeah. But again, you started liking because it was your goal.
Yes, exactly.
So gradually, as in when the year moved on, you started liking that, you wanted that, and you got it.
Yeah, exactly. But I've also noticed like one thing that I really like about Dia is her like financial habits. Like I've always noticed that once we like purchase anything or anything, she like notes it down. Like what's the theory or something behind it? Because I genuinely like it so much, and that's a habit that even I wanna cultivate in myself.
So there's this one habit I started building this year. Is on my notes app, I just have a table which says the month as a heading, and it has all my expenses. So for example, 20 dirhams lunch meal. So I have a note of where I purchase or any single penny I put out, I have a note. I have a note. Okay, I put it out here for this reason. Yeah. And right now,
like basically like accounts, personal accounts.
Kinda, you can say that, but it's not very detailed. Just
for your understanding.
Yeah. Like the amount and the place I purchased or why I purchased. And looking back right now, I can just go through all 12 months, understand which month was like very expensive for me and why so. My spending habits, my eating habits is something I can have control of because I look forward to being a little more financially stable in the coming year.
That is your goal for the coming for 2025.
Yeah, one of my goals you can say, and it's really helping me right now that I can understand that I can avoid these spends. I can avoid this and I can increase this or just balance things out and understand it my way. Again, so I was always consistent with this. I used to always make sure that wherever I go, I always have a note of it, how much I'm spending, where I'm spending, and make sure to never, forget to write it down. And I was always being consistent with this habit, and I'm really, really happy about it.
Yeah. No, this actually brings us to the next part, which is motivation and consistency. So Vidya has given such like a wonderful example of the consistency we saw. But again, let's continue with that itself. What actually was your motivation behind like actually starting to write it down?
There is this one specific thing I have been wanting to buy.
Is it the camera?
Yes.
I think the camera is your motivation.
Yeah, so camera is my motivation. So
2025 goal.
Yes.
Get that camera.
Yes, I want that. Like, I really want that. So again, I try to understand my finance as well, where I'm spending, why I'm spending. My motivation is my camera. So I try to save. Then if I think I'm spending like unnecessarily, I try to save that into the camera amount, and inshallah by 2025 I can get my camera.
Inshallah. But I have noticed, the January New Year's resolution, 1st of Jan, it's just like an explosion of motivation worldwide. But then when it comes to like Jan 15 or something, like the motivation is like, whee!
Like, what is New Year's resolution, bro? Next year, bro. Next year.
Exactly.
2026 is gonna be my year.
I know, right? So that's the thing. Like, the motivation will eventually like fade off, but you have to push through to be consistent. Like, discipline is so necessary. You have to, be consistent.
That's how things work for me. For me, I need to have a proper discipline in order to have motivation, and then that motivation helps me to go ahead with consistency. So if I don't have a proper discipline, it ends over there. It just ends over there. And motivation as well, it really depends. A lot of times it's internal. I like motivating myself, but a lot of times I take external help as well. It's always good to take external help. And one thing I would say about the affirmations we're doing every day.
Yes, that's for motivating our Verseas and ourselves.
So every day when I put up a story on Instagram for the affirmation, or like I read through it, it just reminds me that, hey, look, you also have to be motivated. You have to be motivated. That's your goal. You have to achieve it. And I love the fact that how our affirmations are like evergreen, I can say. They help you in all circumstances, and it's just good to read. It makes you smile.
It does, genuinely does. Yeah, for me also, staying consistent is like so important to achieve the goals, because I have to push through no matter what. Because what I have experienced is that I'll have like a motivation spike at some random time, like 3 a.m. or mid-month or something. So my motivation is not like, something it would be like, 1 hour, 2 hours sort of thing. It would like last me a good 10 days or something. So I try to use those to like actually make it a habit. Because then this is where like discipline comes in. You have to push through even when you're not motivated. Because when you're motivated, like the first 10 days, it's easy to do the task or whatever. But once that has started going down, that's when like the discipline comes. So it's not fully gone, but it's fading. So you have to like push through. It's just like, what, doesn't matter. You still have to do it. You need to push through even when you do not want to, until it becomes a habit. And this is what shows your consistency. And that is what is actually going to get you towards where you want. And one thing that I've started now is I want like a much more healthier body. That's one of my goals. I'm pretty sure it's a very common goal. I want clearer skin. Another very common goal. I want to stay more hydrated. Another very common goal.
8 liters of water a day is my goal. And I gaslight myself that I've had 10.
Oh my god.
My friends drink up my water.
Oh my god.
And I be like, Mama, I finished.
Yeah, even right now, I am the one who drank half her bottle, okay? But again, back to it. I started doing this where I drink lemon water every single morning consistently. And I've started doing that. It's been 15 days since I started doing that. And here's the thing, sometimes it gets so difficult to do that because in the morning I try to drink it and I have to drink it at like 4 a.m. 5 a.m. in the morning.
Too early.
I wake up at 5 a.m. girl.
Yeah.
The first thing I do is drink that because again after that for half an hour you cannot eat anything.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So I'm like, I have to have breakfast also before I leave the house. So after first thing I do, wake up, cut up some lemons, drink my water, and then go to the washroom and like brush my teeth and everything.
Okay.
So that's the thing. And I'm like forcing myself because bro, I'm half awake at 5 a.m. but I'm still pushing myself to do it. Like in the beginning it was so easy. I'm like, yes,
you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yay.
But later on it gets so hard to do it.
It's
And
difficult.
sometimes if I miss it in the morning, like during the weekends, so obviously I'm not gonna wake up at 5 a.m. in the weekends. I wake up somewhere around 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Right? But I still like, I don't drink it in the morning then because I like to have hot chocolate in the morning or like have something milk related, and do not mix lemon with milk. Please do not do that. That's gonna upset your stomach. So I can't have that. But then I have it later in the day. Why? To maintain the consistency and the discipline of having it every single day, so that in 2025 it's a smooth effort for you to consume it every single day. That becomes a habit.
Makes sense. Like a lot of people, a very common goal. I'll go to the gym twice a week.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have my dream body by what? March.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something so common, and I feel like everyone does that.
Not me. I never had the vision goal, a vision board, or the goal of hitting the gym 3 times or anything. Like never, ever had that. I still do not. But I always had to, like, I did have in my goal earlier this year, that I wanted to be a bit more active, a bit more healthier, and get more movement into my body. And that, like, I've actually achieved that goal. So I've had more movement in my body. That now, like, literally, how the girl me before was like unbelievable, like no gym, can't do it. Now I see it as a possibility. Like, yeah, it's
You can
possible.
do
Like, if I want to. And why is it possible? Why? Because every single day I started walking. I started doing this ever since the weather got better. So it's been 3 months now.
Almost, yeah.
It's been 3 months now. And I've been walking every single day. And just on campus itself. So it's like I walk and I start off like a 10-minute walk. And now it's gone to like a nice half an hour walk that I can have. Why? Because I just have been doing it every single day. So now
You have the stamina.
Yeah, exactly. Now if somebody says me that, you could go for a run or something, I'm like, yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm actually considering it. So the same thing, like, with this small steps that you build consistency, and then you move. Now maybe next year, not anytime soon, but mid next year, I might consider going to the gym. Like, that does not seem like a far off possibility as it did earlier this year.
So even with Arya's lemon water drinking thing, which she has started, sometimes, when she told me about this, I try like going back to her and checking up, like, hey, did you have your lemon water? What? Lemon
Detox water.
Yeah. Okay.
My detox water.
Yeah, your detox water. Did you have it throughout the day, or at least once a week? When I remember, like, I just check up on her. I hold her accountable that she remembers that, hey, like, I have to do it.
Exactly. That's a really good idea of, like, you and your friends achieving your goals together.
Yeah, so you can just, share your goals with your best friend, and then you all can check up on each other every other day, if not possible weekly.
Exactly.
Like on a Sunday, have a weekly catch up on, like, I did this, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And it'll just keep on reminding you that I have to answer my friend at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. And you also know your progress in that way, because when you're saying it out loud.
Yeah. You can hear yourself and then be like, I did that.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, if you're a person who does not want to share your goals with everybody, or may not have that one person that you could trust with.
Or they just want to be private enough.
You could start doing like a video diary sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of people do this thing. I've seen this people do it at like the end of the year, where it's like they have made a video in January and then in December they're answering that video kind of thing.
Right.
You could do that on like a weekly or a monthly basis, where you're like checking up on yourself through that video, and like shooting the video of what you have done this week, this month, or whatever, and with the questions or the goals that you can ask yourself
for the next month.
Yeah, that we could do.
That's something interesting. That's fun as well. Like, you know, you see yourself, you be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you see your progress, and also helps you divide the goals into like
segments,
Yeah.
proper segments. I think this is something, again, very, very personal. I break down my goals into months, or like, okay, so I make a goal. For example, I want to finish a book. So I give myself like 3 months. Okay, finish the book within 3 months. And something else like goal B. And I give myself 6 months, that within 6 months this has to be done.
Yeah.
So I think like we can just divide our goal into 6 or 3
Yeah.
or it can even go by 2 or
depends
up to
whatever
you.
your goals are. Yeah.
And it's much easier in that way to accomplish your goals, rather than again like your whole pizza
Yeah.
having everything done at once. It's not possible.
Yeah.
And genuinely it's not. It's gonna just burn you out.
Yeah.
So rather, you know, have segments of it and achieve it monthly wise.
Yeah, exactly. Then you also get like a more clearer idea of what you have to do.
Yeah, it's like a short-term goal, you know, like you can
A
focus.
SMART goal. Remember we learned that in our class. Yeah.
Again, it's a short-term goal. It's a SMART goal, and SMART goal. Very
I'm pretty
easy.
sure everybody knows what it is, right?
But it's again S for
Specific,
M for
measurable,
A for
achievable,
attainable, achievable.
same meaning, yeah.
R.
Relevant and time bound.
Yes.
That's a SMART goal basically.
So that's a SMART goal, and again, everyone, I think most of us know what it is, how it works. Like everyone creates it, everyone does it. It's just time to work on
them,
it.
yeah.
Work on it and align it with your short-term goals.
Yes. But you know, even if you make these goals, be it short term, be it long term, in whatever segment, always remember that your life is not gonna turn out exactly
That way.
Yeah. And don't get upset about it. You put out your best, do what you have to do, but don't expect it to turn out like the copy paste image of what is in your head, because life is ever changing, world is ever changing, and there's so much unknown that as the name says, we are unaware of. It's unknown.
Yes.
So always stay motivated. And if you want to stay motivated, use our affirmations. They're on our story every single day. Dia posts them every single day, literally for you guys.
We have a highlight as well on our Instagram page. So like if you miss out yesterday's or any day, it's there. It's there for you to look up
Exactly. Yes. So this is all from us today. I hope this vision boarding session really helped you. So we want all of you to make your goals, to make your vision boards, and post them on social media with our hashtag My2025Universe. That is you with capital, we with a capital. Alright, and tag us. We want to see you achieve your goals. Let us achieve our goals together. We love you so much.
We really look forward to seeing everyone's posts, stories, reels with their vision boards, their goal list, and obviously tagging us so that we are aware that we are doing this, and
we will hold you accountable.
Yes, we'll come back to you.
Yes.
That is it from us today. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams,
loving yourself,
and thriving in every way.
Here's to making 2025 our year. We've got your back.